What's up, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, I'm happy to be here, happy to serve you, happy to be here today because I want to talk to you about I want to talk to you about an interesting topic on mission and vision. Without mission, without vision, and without this one thing, there is no mission. Without this one thing, there is no leadership. Without this one thing, there is no growth, and there is no dreams for people. And this one thing that I'm about to show you here is very interesting. This one thing that I'm about to tell you is that without it, with just this on its own, there could be some serious pain. There could be some serious confusion. And there would be a lack of leadership without this one thing. All right. So, hey, let's start. I'm going to start playing the podcast there. I'm going to start doing this, start recording. And then now you can be able to see what I'm able to talk about. And you can understand what I'm about to share. All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Mission Driven Life podcast. My name is Kevin Padillo, the warrior leader, president of Warrior Leadership, humble servant leader, and I'm on a mission to serve 10 billion leaders in the world. In this topic today, what I wanted to share with you, this is episode 35. Episode 35. So I just shared, basically in the top, it says episode 34. Ignore that. It's actually episode 35. And so grateful to be here, so grateful to serve you today and add value. So I know some people are going to be watching the video for a couple seconds, going to be coming on, maybe jumping off. If you're going to stay, thank you so much for staying. If you're going to leave, go ahead. You can leave if you want. But I want to tell you that you're missing out on tons of value if you leave this video on this podcast, all right? You can feel free to tune in if you're too busy to listen right now. Tune in on Anchor, Spotify, Breaker, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Radio Public, and Overcast. So you can also find our replays on YouTube. That's where you can find us. You can find so much of our value on YouTube because I'm grateful. Our team's been working so hard. I'm so grateful for my team, especially Kian, one of my friends and my VAs in the Philippines. She works all the way in the Philippines. She works so hard. And she, I know maybe the internet is not so great in the Philippines, but I know she tries her best and she works hard to, get our message out, right? Because our goal our goal with Warrior Leadership is to really restructure our business, restructure the packages that we're providing, restructuring some things in our business to help make it work better, right? And we want to serve value and add value to you. But along with that, I want to talk to you today about not podcast, but I want to talk to you today about vision. Without this one thing, leadership, business, relationships, life, and your dreams and goals will lose track. When I think of vision, I think of things that I see for myself, right? I envision like a train track that I'm traveling down a path. I'm traveling down a train track. I'm traveling down a path. I'm traveling down this road. And down this road is something that I've never seen before. So down this road is a place that I've never been, right? Like earlier in a couple podcasts ago, I talked about how vision is something that, or leadership is part of a journey. Leadership isn't a destination. Leadership isn't a place to be. Leadership isn't a place that, I can't wait till I get there. I'm going to reach leadership. True warrior leadership is something that I can see and is something that's a part of a journey. My journey. Because my journey, it wasn't easy, right? Like I'm still on my journey of leadership, growing my team, taking day by day, waking up, hoping to wake up at 4 a.m. every morning just so I can spend time with me and like read a book and I can make my bed and be disciplined and take a cold shower, right? That's part of my mission, right? To take action towards my self-development. And I know that when I lead myself every morning, I know that I'm working towards something, right? Like each step that I take on my vision when I wake up every morning, every time I brush my teeth, every time I wear my suit, every time that I'm out here knocking on doors, or every time that I'm out reading a book for 30 minutes every morning, I know that it's going towards a vision, right? It's going towards somewhere that I'm going, an area. It's going towards this vision that I see. Because if I didn't have a vision, if I didn't have something that I could see and I could be going towards, how would I care where I'm going? Why would I wake up at 4 a.m.? Why would I read a book for 30 minutes, right? My vision helps remind me of where I'm going. That reminds you of where I'm going. So this is what I want to talk to you about today. If you're watching, please drop a comment. Let me know that you're here, all right? Oliver, my man, Oliver, drop a comment. Let me know that you're watching me, joining me, just so I know and more people can see this. The more people are dropping comments and adding value to the post, more people will see this, all right? More people will see these live feeds and all that. Because today I want to talk to you about vision. Because what do you see, right? What do you see in your world? We all have eyes. Some of us can see out our eyes. You know what I mean? Some of us can take a look and see what's outside. We have eyes. My glasses, I can see with my glasses. I'm very grateful that I can. And I know most of us have eyes, right? Some of us don't, but I totally get it. Maybe that's tough not to see, but what do you see, right? What do you see for your life? What do you see for your business? What do you see for your team? What do you see and what kind of road to success that you're leading? Because maybe you're a team manager, maybe you're a leader, maybe you're an entrepreneur who has employees, maybe you're a corporate executive and you're watching this pod or listening to this podcast and you're thinking, look, I have an outcome. I have goals that I want to set for my company or my department or my team, right? I have a target. I want to make my team stronger. I want to see my team more confident. I want to see my team making more production. I want to see my company making millions of dollars. Maybe that's one of your visions. Or maybe one of your visions is just like mine, to serve 10 billion leaders in the world, right? Maybe you have that vision in the world as well. Because look, us as leaders, it's our job to cast that vision. It's our job to cast that vision, to show up and to make that vision happen, to see the vision and what's ahead of it. Because what do you see, right? What do you see ahead of you? Do you see yourself going somewhere? Do you see some success in your life? Do you see some greatness that you could achieve? Because the real courage happens when no one sees, right? That's the second point I want to talk about, that the courage happens when no one else sees that. The real courage happens is when no one really cares and no one really believes. You know what I mean? Like even right now, no one is on this live video. No one even is here in this video and watching me. But it's all right. It's okay. I know that with what I'm doing right now, that I'm putting this positive energy in the world, that I trust someone possibly in 10 years, someone in 20 years will check me out and watch this video and gain some value from this. Because one of the steps to vision is having courage when no one else sees it, when no one else believes in it, when everyone thinks it's stupid, right? When let's say people on your team, they think you're an idiot. They think you're crazy. Like, what is this guy talking about? 10 billion leaders? Or maybe they're with Nelson Mandela. How can you get free? How can we be free? How can South Africa be our own country? Right? The white people have been ruling our country for a while. But what Mandela, King, Rosa Parks, Gandhi, Oprah, JFK, Obama, Donald Trump have is that they all have vision that no one else sees. They have the vision in their own mind. These great leaders have their own vision in their own mind, in their own thinking, and they see it inside their head. They know it's possible. They know they can make it happen, and they know it's gonna happen, because it takes courage, and you have to believe when no one else believes it. But this third thing that I want to share with you is also being consistent in this belief, right? You know, being someone who's starting a company or running a team. Look, there's so many times and things that could happen, especially for me. As I grew warrior leadership, biggest problem for me was cash flow. The biggest problem I had was getting rejected, or making all these phone calls and no one was caring. Everyone was slamming their phone. I wouldn't even get a single appointment for weeks, and no one would give a shit. No one would care. They would just think, look, Kevin, who the hell are you to teach leadership? What makes you certified to teach me how to lead my team? Or people would question me. People would challenge me, right? Even my mom would challenge me and just say I'm a terrible person and I'm an idiot. But how consistent is my belief, right? I know, because like during this time, like maybe 10 minutes earlier, my mom would be like ripping me apart, saying that my mission is stupid. And then 10 minutes later, I'm writing down my goals, and on my goal sheet, I'm writing it down. My mission is to create a world of strength by building leaders, taking action and giving love, right? As much as people want to talk about my vision, as much as people think our visions are stupid, maybe they think your vision is stupid. Your vision for your company is stupid. Your vision for the team is stupid. Maybe people think that your vision is stupid and it's not going to work. It's your job to believe when no one else believes it. I had to believe it when no one else believed it. I had to believe it when my clients didn't even believe it. I had to believe it when everyone was shutting me up, telling me to shut the fuck up and not answering my phone. You know what I mean? I had to believe it when people were laughing at me. I had to believe it when my mom was judging me. I had to even believe it when everyone thought I was stupid and people think I wasn't good enough, right? And above all, it wasn't me. I had to believe it when I thought I wasn't good enough, right? But how consistent am I with this belief, right? Like the thing about the one element of a leader's vision is consistent courage, right? Like keep showing up. I always think of, I got to keep showing up. I got to keep showing up, right? And I know so many leaders that are really consistent with this belief, like George Lucas. When I think of George Lucas, people, how many people tore up his thinking, tore up his vision, tore it up, and actually literally they thought it was stupid. They thought George Lucas's idea of Star Wars was the dumbest idea. They actually thought George Lucas was a fucking idiot, because he was like, what is this guy doing? This guy can't even make great movies. People judged the shit out of him. They thought he was an idiot. They thought he was dumb. They thought his idea of Star Wars was nothing, right? But look at him now. Star Wars has made billions of dollars in sales, revenue, and Star Wars is legendary now. Everyone remembers Star Wars. And the same people that were talking trash and were saying that this vision is stupid, George Lucas is an idiot, and he's not going to succeed, those same people are the same people buying his movies, and they're sitting in the back of the cheap movie theater watching it and loving it. Right? The next person, Ronald Reagan, the president of the United States, he's seen the Berlin Wall falling down. He's seen the Berlin Wall falling down before he even fell down. He visualized it, right? JFK, John F. Kennedy, he could envision seeing the man walking on the moon way before it even happened. Elon Musk, he could see a spaceship and satellites and all these buildings built outside of the world, and space travel is so easy for us before it's even happening, because there is no space travel right now, right? There is no shuttle to go out into the space, right? All it is just a belief and being consistent. And the leader's job just to keep selling the team on the belief, right? To keep selling the team on the mission, the vision, the growth. That was his job. That's what Elon Musk is always doing, always selling his vision, right? So that's what I'm thinking about right now, right? These are the elements of a leader's vision. And I want to give you one takeaway, one action step for you to stay visualized on the vision every day. You can put this, and this is an action step for you to stay focused on the vision. This is what I do. I visualize. So I sit down and I meditate. For 10 minutes, I sit in a quiet place or I sit down on a chair. I sit somewhere and I visualize my mission for 10 minutes. Some of us here, they don't know what our visions are. Some of you here, they don't even know what I'm talking about. And some of you here maybe don't even have your own vision set for your life, right? Maybe you don't, and that's totally okay. But I want to share with you, this is what I do. For 10 minutes every day, I visualize my mission. I sit here and I just think of, what does my mission look like? And if you're not clear on your mission and your vision for the world, if you're not clear, if you don't know what it is, I challenge you to think of like, okay, what is something that inspires me? Or how can I add value to the world? Reflect on a question, right? So my invitation is to you, if you're going to visualize, reflect on a question, asking yourself, what is mission to me? What is vision? Or what is my mission in the world? How am I living my vision? One of the best questions that I've ever asked was that, visualizing the mission. I had to visualize my vision, and I needed to see my vision because I asked myself, and they asked me this in a men's weekend. I'd asked me, what would my world look like, right? What would my world look like in the world? What is my vision in the world? You know what I mean? What is my vision, and what will the world look like to me? My vision is I create a world of strength by building leaders, giving love, and taking action. That is my mission. And I know I can create this by just showing up and keep adding value, keep sharing my message, keep showing up when no one else shows up. Because this is a big trigger for me, right? I notice when some people aren't watching my videos, I need to have a vision when no one shows up and watches my stuff. Maybe I need to have a vision when no one here is on this live video right now watching me. Because a part of me can feel sad about it, right? I feel sad that no one's here watching it. But I do feel grateful that someone is going to take this value and use this and create their own leadership in their life. I trust that one person, I know that one person will gain this value, will take this value and penetrate this out into the world. And that'll help me in my vision of serving 10 billion leaders. All right. So, hey, this is the Mission Driven Life podcast. Thank you for watching me. Find us on Anchor, Spotify, Breaker, Google, Apple Podcast, Radio Public, Overcast, Pocket Cast. Find some of our replays on YouTube. All right. I want to thank you all for watching me. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. Hope you gained some value. Leave a review if you liked something. All right. This is the Mission Driven Life. Kevin with Warrior Leadership. Take care.